Oh, hey you. Do you remember 2020 TikTok? You know, Addison Rae, the renegade that danced, Charlie D'Amelio. Do you remember the little fake emo guy that always hung around them? His name was Lil Huddy. Well, apparently after the TikTok stardom waned, or I guess he like grew up, he decided to become an actor. Whoa! I know, crazy kind of bombshell information. No TikToker has ever tried that before. Sorry, I don't know why I'm being so mean. I actually don't have a problem with the guy, other than I think people that make those thirst traps are a little cringe. So, I'm just kind of glad he's turning a new leaf and becoming an actor. Definitely a better career path. Anyways, literally yesterday, as of recording this, his new movie came out called How to Lose a Popularity Contest. Overachiever Ellie teams with slacker Nate to sabotage her ex in the class election, but unexpected sparks threaten her meticulously laid plans. Does that sound good? Doesn't that sound good? It's a pretty typical to-be original rom-com movie starring Lil Huddy and Sarah Waisglass from Ginny and Georgia. Remember that show?
Friday, happy Friday. Good morning, Ginny. Welcome to Friday.
Now, this was not my original intention at all. I opened Tubi to watch something else, and to be honest, when I saw this movie poster, I got so stuck on if this was the TikTok guy I vaguely remembered from 4 years ago that I completely forgot what I was looking for. So I guess we're gonna be watching this movie now. Isn't that awesome? Also, really quickly before we get into it, I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So if you wanna help me out, you can subscribe and maybe I'll hit the renegade. I'm sorry. Subscribe, please. Okay, movie time.
First thing you need to know about me is my name is Ellie, not Max. Ellie. The second thing you need to know is that everything that is about to happen is entirely—
Okay, I know that's the TikTok guy. I know that's the guy we're talking about, but who the hell is this? Why isn't the movie about this guy? This guy seems awesome. Look at his hair. That's fucking sweet.
the fault of this emotionally stunted monster, Nate, and his brain-dead sidekick, Streaker.
I'm sorry, his name is Streaker? I don't think that's a nickname you want to have. Now I'm worried he's gonna be running around naked at some point in the movie and I'm gonna have to blur that. I don't want Streaker to be here. Right after we get introduced to these guys, we cut to a flashback of Ellie, Lil Huddy, Nate, and fucking Streaker in their sex ed class. This entire segment is used to establish that they've been bullying Ellie for a long time, and I mean, they call her Max because Maxi Pad, you know, haha, get it? But I don't know, it almost felt like they were told by executives that they had to have some sort of like sex ed portion of the movie because it feels really unnatural.
Thanks for contributing, Charlie. Technically you can wear a tampon up to 8 hours, but 4 to 6.
Got it. Thanks. Thanks, Ellie. That was helpful. I have a little sister, so it's important I learn about periods and other girl stuff.
Oh.
Do you see what I mean with this? Like, I get the message, and I agree with the message. I think more people should be informed about it. I think it's good and healthy for people to know. But what is this, a tampon ad? That felt like it was about to cut to a girl running through like a flower field with like the list of side effects scrolling on by. What was that? Anyway, we come back to present day, and holy shit, is that Scott the Woz? Yeah, I know. You thought I was gonna say he looks like me, didn't you? Not every blonde guy with glasses looks like me, okay? That's actually really messed up that you would think that. Asshole. So this is her boyfriend Rowan, and they pretty instantly establish she's like the queen of the nerds, the super nerd lady, right? But also that she's kind of a dick to her boyfriend. She's like a huge asshole to him, right? And I wonder if this plays a role in the movie later. I don't know why I said it like that, it totally does. But yeah, no one in the school likes her, not even the teachers like her. She goes into the vice principal's office and it's just an immediate dread washes over her face. She like walks in and she's just... She asks for a letter of recommendation, but basically just gets told she sucks and she could never be a leader and to get out, right? So she leaves and we get to meet her friends.
And these are my day ones, Aja and Lauren.
Sorry, her day ones.
And these are my day ones.
They like to slide in a lot of like Gen Z lingo into this movie, and it's not bad, it's not over the top, but I don't know, it kind of takes you out of it, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel right.
Ellie, what in the name of anal over-planning is this app you just sent me?
I built us a shared calendar.
Like GCal or?
Oh, sorry. Google Calendar. I know your tiny primitive little brain couldn't understand what I was saying, but you know, over here, over at the nerd table, we like to abbreviate Google Calendar to GCal so we can really keep up with each other, you know, but it's like an intellectual thing. I don't know. Streaker and the Hudmeister come to the line and we get some more clue-ins that they're kind of the douchebags of the school.
For real? How'd you score it?
Easy. My dad's going through this whole like low functioning alcoholic phase ever since the feds raided this company.
Oh, also apparently Streaker's dad is like a super billionaire, but he's also a war criminal that's wanted like across the world. It's kind of funny. It's funny the first few times, but they kind of overuse it. Every single scene he's in, he's like, I miss my dad. Why did he have to be a war criminal? Huddy flirts with the lunch lady and gets a free pizza from her.
Huddy, nutty. Long line today?
This feels like some shit he would do in real life, you know what I mean? Like, so far, everyone else has been fine acting-wise. There's no, like, Oscar-worthy performances in here. But then Huddy starts talking, and it kind of feels like he just wandered on set that day, and they were like, fuck it, we'll record him. And, you know, I'm not trying to assume he's a dick or anything, but you can't tell me that the guy that got famous for sexily staring into the camera for 13-year-olds is, like, a nice and humble guy, you know? Anyways, we get introduced to Huddy's girlfriend, Quinn. She's a senior, so she's the grade above them and is dating them. They're all juniors. It's not weird, don't worry. But she doesn't really seem to fuck with either of them.
Streaker has tons of vodka, and we want to fill his aquarium, but now it's like, what do we do with the fish?
Just Google what kind of water the fish need and then put them in one of Streaker's 8 full-size bathtubs.
Dude, look, again, everyone else in the movie has been pretty fine so far. They seem pretty decent, especially for a Tubi original, but this feels almost like a self-insert, like he wasn't originally there and he threw himself in there. Like those TikToks where they're like, hey, I put my original character into this movie. Let me know if you see him.
What, you want me to spend more time with Streaker, see who can eat the most crackers?
Dude, not now.
Haha, dude, I bet I could fit 12 crackers in my mouth. To be completely honest though, I don't think he's the worst I've ever seen. I've definitely seen a lot worse, even for TikTokers. I just feel like he's a perfect example of like clout over quality. They didn't pick him because he's the best man for the job. They very clearly did not pick him for that. They picked him because he has a lot of followers and can bring hype to the movie, right? He's actually an executive producer. I'm sorry, he's a what? Yeah, so I checked out his Instagram, and one of his posts says that he's an executive producer on the movie, which makes so much more sense on why he's here. And to be fair, executive producer could just mean he's the money guy. But still, I just want you to keep that in the back of your head while we watch the rest of this movie. Anyways, Ellie and her friends head out, and oh yeah, did I mention she's a nerd? Did I mention that? Well, if you need more proof, boom, D&D, baby.
You forgot your Lord of the Rings.
It's not Lord of the Rings, it's a tabletop RPG.
Sorry. Tabletop RPG, baby. This whole movie, they are not shy about referencing different things like Google, Minecraft, Lord of the Rings, but they only ever call this tabletop RPG. Scared of the nerds, I see? Well, I don't blame you. We can be pretty rough when we don't like ya. How was that? Was that good? I was auditioning for like another friend of Ellie's that's like the cool nerd. He's like the cool kind of badass nerd that doesn't mess around, you know? Anyways, they're all playing D&D, and the rest of them are acting like they've never played it before and have no idea what's going on, as if they're not all wearing costumes for their characters. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of funny, but it doesn't matter because Rowan has a big announcement. He's running for Student Body Council President. Yes! Come on, Rowan. Yes, I knew you had it in you, man.
I'm running for student body president.
That's crazy. And I'm not saying it's your fault, okay? It's just, you know how these things are.
Damn, man. Oh my god.
People like Quinn win. Popular kids who everyone cares about.
So not like me.
Not like us.
Not like us. Sorry, yeah, my bad.
Look, student body president is a leadership position, Rowan, and you're not a leader. And if you put a target on your back, these kids are gonna eat you alive.
Oh my god. Rowan, tell them how it is.
I don't think I can do this anymore.
Can't quit mid-quest, Rob.
That's not what I mean.
Okay, so if you can't tell, Ellie just keeps being a dick to Rowan here, and he kind of reaches his breaking point and breaks up with her, and then he dips, right? And this is supposed to set up the rest of Ellie's character arc in the movie, if you can call it that. It's kind of like a character straight line, or like a character drop-off, because she just like 180s one day, but we'll get to that later. We cut over to Streaker's party, and remember how I made a joke about him being named Streaker, and like, oh, I'm scared he's gonna like run around naked, but they'd never do that actually, because it's a TV-14 movie, right?
You guys won't believe what I just got there to do.
I feel like maybe I will.
Reggie was like, are you gonna get naked at this party again, bro? And I was like, is that a dare, bro? And he was like, not really, bro. But his face was like, yeah, bro. So now I have to.
Oh, also, Huddy gets dumped because he's kind of a douchebag.
So you're breaking up with me because I'm too stupid to get straight A's?
You're not too stupid for anything, you just don't push yourself.
He's all sad, so he goes over to this diner and picks up a calzone, and I know I'm nitpicking here, but this is the most evil way I've ever seen somebody eat a calzone in my fucking life. He bites it from the side and then sets it down raw on the table. He's raw dogging the counter. Production, come on. Get him a plate, what the fuck? But that's not important because he sits next to Elle, and they both start eating their feelings away. They both start bonding a little over being dumped, and I think this is my favorite line in the movie, at least delivery-wise.
So what if I'm not serious enough? It's high school. I'll just keep doing me.
It's high school, bro. I'ma just keep doing me. It felt straight out of Zoolander or something like that. I don't know if it was the script or his delivery, but it just, oh my god, it killed me when I first heard it. Now, they use this as their little planning sequence. You know, they're talking about how they're gonna win each other's dates back, and her ultimate plan is for Nate to run for president, so Rowan loses, gets crushed, and comes back to Elle because he's all sad and miserable and realizes he can't do any better. Cool plan. Now, they frame this like it's obviously a fucked up plan and like, oh, why is Elle doing that? But then they also don't give you any other option than to be like rooting for Elle if you want to keep watching the movie. They're just like, yeah, that's her evil plan, but you should still be friends with her. She's kind of cool though. Like, no, she fucking sucks. Anyways, Elle goes on this like montage mission detailing her plans, right? First step, add Huddy to the list of names. Second step, tell everyone they're stupid for running against him. Third step, tell people to vote for him. I don't know, they framed it like, they framed it like this super crazy spy plan, but you know, it's just how you run for the campaign. I don't know why they framed it like that. Also, fuck, ow. Couldn't even see that. I did like a cool spy roll on the ground and it just was not worth the bit. Anyways, Quinn finds out that Huddy's running for president and she is pissed. She's like, dude, you don't take anything seriously. Drop out now.
I'm gonna be an amazing president, actually. And no, I'm not doing it to win you back. I'm doing it because I think it's time for me to get serious.
And he kind of stands on it. He won't back down at all. He's gonna win it all. Later in the day, Huddy meets up with Elle in the women's bathroom for some reason and talks to her about helping him and shit. Tries to convince her that she should, and she tries to back out and walk away, and we get this beautiful shot.
Just give me a chance, Max.
That's not my name.
Just hear me out.
Just give me a chance, Max. Fuck. Oh, just come on, just give me a chance, Max. Fuck. He tries to convince her Rowan will get jealous, but she declines and leaves to go meet up with her friends, right? Oh, also, her friends have been setting up this like Macbeth play show thing that I assumed at the time was gonna be important later. It's not. This movie has literally nothing to do with Macbeth. I don't know why they kept referencing it. I was really confused about this part. But anyways, Elle tells them that she has another plan up her sleeve. She's got like a third plan, secret plan to get Rowan back. And what is it with these movies and always having some plan? They're always like, yeah, I've got a plan because I'm the mastermind. Like, just please, for the love of God, write normal dialogue ever, please. I'm begging you. Anyways, she tells them the plan and leaves, and later that night, she gets a call from Nate, and he's kind of talking to her like he wants to lay it down on her. This whole scene made me really uncomfortable.
How many times have you texted him?
Not that many.
And he's ignoring your calls. Yeah?
I swear to God, it's ingrained in these TikTok dudes' heads that they gotta do that like morning, deep, sultry voice, the like corpse husband voice to sound cool, and I just, ugh. She eventually agrees on the phone and they meet up the next day at the auto body shop to get to work, right? Also, I don't know if it's on purpose, but I've noticed every other line he delivers, he tries to lean into that like spacey jock character, but he ends up going too far and stumbling into like a Valley Girl accent.
I'm in it to win it, seriously.
Great.
Like, do you hear what I mean with that? He's like, I'm in it to win it, seriously. He doesn't sound like he's playing the baseball jock. He sounds like he's auditioning for the fourth Mean Girl, you know? They get their work done and we move on to the big speech, right? He flops in the first half, but then he delivers a bomb-ass speech that impresses the entire crowd. Also, the speech is about removing detention because it didn't make him better, it just made him sad, and the teachers looked at him weird. He almost makes a good point with this. To be honest, he almost actually makes a good point with this. But his argument is that they should do like a different kind of punishment, like they should go work at a soup kitchen or something. How does that solve the teacher part? The teachers are still gonna look at you like the stupid kid that had to go to the soup kitchen, you know? Like, it's not helping anything. Oh, also at the very end, he mentions Ellie as his campaign manager, and the room fucking explodes. Well, not like literally. Can you imagine? Ellie is my campaign manager. But no, they're all freaking out, talking like it's a real election. Like, what does she do? Fudging the bake sale earnings? Is she working with lobbyists to up the reading time? Like, what could she possibly be doing that has the entire student body so fucking crazy about it? After the whole speech thing, Rowan confronts her, and he's just kind of sad. And I think this could have been a perfect spot for Ellie to show some like character growth. You know, make her feel sad that she's harming Rowan so much. But then they just completely ditch that storyline, and the vice principal walks in, and she's like, "Wow, Ellie, you did a great job helping him with his campaign." And then Rowan's gone. He really feels like an afterthought character that the movie didn't really care about and just kind of needed it to segue her into getting the man she really wanted, which was Nate. We didn't even get to see his speech. Like, I don't understand why Rowan's even in the movie at this point. Elle reveals that her final plan is to frame Huddy and get him disqualified so Rowan can take over as the president to, like, win him back. And again, why not just try to help him win? I know that's the whole point of the movie, but they never, like, justify why she just fucking tramples over Rowan ever, and she just ultimately looks like a huge asshole this entire movie. Anyways, the next day they're working on the campaign over at Elle's house, and they start kind of bonding more and more personally over the fact that Nate's actually really good at drawing rhinos, right? He likes drawing rhinos, he really likes it, but he's too shy to talk about it. Oh, and that Elle's mom died.
What was her name?
It was May.
Dude, I'll say it. It was really hot.
What?
What? You know, I knew this line was coming. I could just kind of sense it in the air that he was gonna say that, and I still, like, physically reacted when he said that the first time. I don't know, the fact that that worked, the fact that she liked that pisses me off. If I was dating a girl and her mom, like, just died, and I was like, yeah, too bad though, she was fucking smoking, I would get my teeth kicked in. You don't say that. What? Anyways, the next day at school, Ellie gets invited by the streaker to his pool party, and I've got $5. She's gonna have some nerd girl to hot girl transformation to, like, explode the crowd and wow them all, right? You know what? You owe me $5 if I'm right, okay?
Okay. I'll go get my coat.
Coat? Have you ever been to a pool party?
So many. I'm just gonna change.
Okay, like, I guess I was, like, half right. She didn't do, like, an actual, like, makeover thing, but she did change. Okay, you owe me $250. Come on. But she goes to the pool party, and we get this whole scene where Quinn's showing her, like, this stupid little prank video that little Huddy sent her. And honestly, it made me feel like I was being a little too mean with this review. I mean, sure, the guy is not a great actor, right? Like, he's not great, but it's a Tubi original. I shouldn't expect him to be that great. I mean, I guess my point is, you can clearly tell he's having fun with the movie, and honestly, I'd much rather him do this any day over those fucking TikToks that he was making, so. But I think I'm gonna stop judging him for his past and what he's worked on and start judging him for the actor that he is today. It's still not, like, good, but that's, you get what I mean. Anyway, she gets to the party, she gets hammered, Streaker announces he's gonna streak again. I love that bit. I hope they keep doing it every time he's on screen. It's really awesome. And Nate apologizes for calling her Max all those years.
Look, I'm sorry about the whole Max thing, We let that go on for way too long.
I've noticed he kind of delivers all of his lines like one of those "don't call them bitches, bro" dudes on TikTok, you know what I mean? Yeah, his character is supposed to be vapid and, like, kind of an asshole, right? But the way he says his lines makes it sound like his character doesn't believe in what he's saying, and he's, like, lying to this girl, which is obviously not what he's supposed to be doing. Anyways, they're crushing Streaker at Pong. It's down to the last cup, and it's Ellie's turn. Ellie's lining up for the final shot. They're getting closer as he shows her how to shoot it, and she shoots, and she scores, man! Yes! And of course, like anyone would after winning a Pong game, Nate picks her up and spins her around like it's fucking Princess Bride. It reminds me of my youth. Ellie throws up a lot and we hard cut to the next day. She ends up calling him again, and he's just kind of got that permanent sensual accent vibe like this.
Ellie, what's good?
Did you tell anyone that I puked?
Nah. How you feeling?
It's just like every time he talks to her, he's like, Ellie, what's good? This is my natural voice. The next day at school is the debate, and it's actually going well for Huddy. They really frame Rowan like he's this big fucking loser dork that nobody likes and he should just like kill him. I don't get the point that they're trying to make with this, because it really feels like they're trying to say, tell your old boyfriend he can't accomplish anything, make him break up with you because he's so sad that you don't believe in him. Then go find the hottest guy at your school, make sure he wins that thing that your old boyfriend was running for, and then rub it in his face, and then start dating the guy that won anyways and not even go back to him. I don't understand what they're trying to say, like what the moral of the story of this movie is, you know? Like, why is every rom-com Hallmark type movie about either cheating or ditching your old boyfriend for the better boyfriend? They never even frame Rowan like he did anything wrong. They always framed him as like he's head over heels for her. She always says she's like in love with him, which I know it's high school, that's whatever, but she really ditches this dude that they never showed she had any issues with of like 3 years because Nate's good at drawing rhinos. Are you joking? Anyways, later on we get to this baseball fundraiser scene that Nate proposed, and his booth is charging $20 to throw a pie at his face. Huh? $20? $20 better let me kick you in the nuts, man. For $20. 20 bucks, I'm throwing rocks at you, dude. It's not gonna be a pie. They start bonding more and more in this baseball fundraiser, right? He shows her this comic that he made, and it's actually kind of sweet. It's like a drawing of them in their first time meeting, and also her mom dying again. I guess this is the only like redeeming quality they could think about her, was that she has trauma. I don't know. She gets flustered and leaves, and I really like this shot.
Ellie! Ellie, wait.
Ellie, wait. She decides she's not gonna throw Nate under the bus anymore, but her stupid idiot dumb friend didn't know about this change in plan and tells Rowan the original plan of throwing Nate under the bus. Rowan gets mad because he's like a good guy, and he goes and tells everybody. Quinn tells Nate, and the whole thing starts blowing up in Elle's face, right? It's really funny. Elle finds Nate, and he's all sad about it, and he tells her, he's like, damn, I thought somebody actually believed in me. Bitch, you're the star pitcher of your baseball team. You're widely touted as the most popular guy in school. I think everybody believes in you. They frame it like he's this downtrodden loser artist that no one supports, but it's literally just his dad, and his dad flips on the first meeting with Elle. As she talks to his dad, she's like, yeah, he's actually kind of nice. And his dad just goes, oh, okay, yeah, maybe he could be an artist. Like, who was not believing in him? Anyways, he wins the election, of course, and then he goes up on stage, gives this speech that kind of just sums up how stupid the movie's plotline is, resigns from being the president, and then dips. Ellie's off somewhere crying, and the vice principal lady walks up to her and tells her how good of a job she did and how she's gonna write that letter. So she kind of gets what she wanted academically, but she loses the 2 guys that she wanted, you know? That shit's deep, yo. It's deep. We get some aftermath scenes of what happened to everybody after the election. You know, Rowan gets really popular with the ladies because he's the class president. I'm sorry. Class president, really? I'm sure, buddy. We cut to Ellie at this like college summer program thing where she sits next to a girl that's like identical to her in evilness. And she just kind of looks at her and goes, wow, is this really what I'm like? And then becomes nice. That's the character development. None of the other shit happened. It was her meeting somebody that acted like her, and then she just flips on a fucking dime. It's just like Nate's dad. He was evil, and then he gets one conversation. He's like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be evil anymore. What the fuck? These immediate flips make the storyline feel really bad. Anyway, she goes to this career fair and trauma dumps on this art guy so she can get a flyer for Nate because she really wants to help him do his art, right? She also apologizes to Rowan with a pizza and an app.
Sir Rowan, my deepest apologies for everything. You are a great adventurer, and I wish you luck on the quest to come. I built you what future wizards will call a phone app. May it aid you as you take the throne of McMahon High. Forever in your corner, Ellie.
What? I don't even know what to say about that. Okay, I guess he gets an app now. But yeah, I guess Rowan's cool with her now. Everybody's throwing paper because it's the last day of school, and hell yeah, summer's in session. Nate asks her what's with the art program call he got. He got a phone call about it. They make up. They apologize to each other, they fall in love, and it's a happy ending. Oh my god. I don't know, I'm just happy because this movie felt so long. It felt so long. Oh my fucking god. Look, wow, they're all friends. Oh my gosh. And they're playing tabletop RPG together. Yes.
Ellie, back me up here. The rules.
Aja,
Just make it up. Okay, fine. You're doing really well.
CL, you don't need to be a rule follower to follow tabletop RPG. You can play it with all your whimsy and joy in your heart. Oh, thank God it's over. To be honest, I don't really understand what the plot was supposed to be in the sense of why we should ever root for Ellie at any point in the movie. I mean, I get that they were trying to go for like this, oh, she's bad at first and then realizes the error of her ways, but she never realizes the error of her ways until like way after everything else, and then everybody's just like, oh yeah, no, that's cool. No! I don't know, this wasn't the worst TikToker movie I've ever seen. Nothing's ever gonna come close to Swiped, but I just don't understand why they keep throwing TikTokers in these movies and expecting them to be good. And you know, at first I was gonna cut him some slack because they were like, oh, this is his first movie role ever. But at the same time, this is his first movie role ever, and he's the lead. Again, I know it's a Tubi movie, but still, his first role as a lead? No, I'm not gonna cut him some slack. I'm gonna treat him like every other lead in a movie that I watch. Also, here's Streaker running again. God damn it, dude. The movie ended happy, and I guess he wasn't the worst I've ever seen, so honestly, I can't believe I watched the whole thing. But with all that being said, my name is Prisk, that's Reggie, thank you to the Patreon, you guys are amazing, without your support I could never do this, and vote Prisk for president of the world.